In this video, we're going to look at lenses. We're going to look at what lenses are, the two main types of lenses. We'll talk about real images, as well as how lenses can be used for sight correction. So a lens is usually a disc of an optically dense material, for example glass or perspex, that has curved sides, so the sides are not parallel with each other. This, not being parallel, means that they can use refraction to focus light. And there are two main shapes of lenses: concave lenses, which go in at the middle, and convex lenses, which come out at the middle, or are fatter at the middle. Because the sides of the lens are not parallel, because they're curved, the normal changes at different parts around the lens. Remembering that the normal is a line perpendicular to the surface of the lens. So this normal moves around and changes at different points, meaning that the emerging rays are no longer parallel to each other. So if you have parallel rays coming in, the emerging rays will not be parallel. In a convex lens, these parallel rays will converge at a spot called the focal point, or the focus. The distance that this focus is from the lens is referred to as the focal length, and different lenses will have different focal lengths. The more convex, or the fatter a lens is, the shorter the focal length will be. Concave lenses, on the other hand, cause parallel rays to diverge or move away from each other. They also have a focus, only this time the focus is actually on the side of the incident rays. So the focus is behind the lens and you can't actually see it. What you need to do is trace the diverging rays back to the point where they converge on the other side of the lens, and this you'll find the apparent focal point. And again, the focal length is the distance between this focal point and the lens. If an image can be projected onto a screen, it's referred to as real. And if it can't be projected onto a screen, it's referred to as virtual. Usually, a convex lens will produce an inverted or an upside down real image, while a concave lens will produce a virtual image. One thing that we can do with lenses is use them to correct sight. As you know, the lens in the eye focuses light coming into the eye through the pupil onto the retina at the back of the eye. If it's not focusing in the right spot, you can get problems with your eye, referred to as myopia or short-sightedness, and hypermetropia or long-sightedness. In myopia, short-sightedness, the light that comes in is focused too far in front of the retina. So what we can do is, by using a concave lens, we can correct this sight so it correctly focuses onto the retina. The opposite of this, hypermetropia, or long-sightedness, is when the lens is not focusing the light quite enough and therefore focuses it behind the retina. What we can do in this circumstance is put a convex lens in front of the eye, which focuses the light a little bit before it comes into the pupil, and this means that the lens will then be able to focus the rest and get that light focused on the retina properly.